What's up, everybody? Hope you're having a great day, and welcome back to another episode of the Bourbon Pour. I'm Jordan.
And I'm Brian.
We're back at it. You know, we took a little bit of a break here. We're gonna continue to put out a video a week. This is an exciting episode, Brian, because we have the new-ish Knob Creek 21 year, courtesy of our friend Ryan.
Yeah, so it's my buddy Ryan Puckett. He messaged me over the weekend that he had picked this up, and he asked if we wanted to have it on the show. And I said, well, yeah, definitely. And I said, well, we're filming in a day.
Twist my arm.
Yeah. So he brought it. I work with him, and he brought it to work, and so we got it tonight. So I'm really excited about it. This is it's a pretty hefty bottle. It has a retail price around $250.
Yeah.
It just came out, so they released this at the Kentucky Bourbon Fest, which is, I think, the end part of October, or maybe sometime in October. September.
Yeah, September.
Okay.
You're thinking Bourbon on the Banks.
Yes. Sorry.
Yeah.
So that came out. So and then it just hit our market
last
week. So
yeah.
So definitely excited to try it. They don't have a mash bill that's out there that they say what it is, but it's believed to be 75% corn, 13% rye, and then 12% malted barley. I got that off the internet, so I don't know exactly where that came from, but it's not actually out there as what it is.
Yep.
It's 100 proof, so all their releases from their 9 to 12, 15, 18, they're all 100 proof, which honestly I think is kind of cool.
Yeah.
They've got their element that they want to be in, and they stay there. Most things, when you get up above $200 or $150, you're going to be getting high proof, and they're doing it the opposite way. They're just putting out a good old age stated product, but at a little lower proof point. So
sticking to their guns, and this way more people get to taste it.
Right.
I guess that's one way to look at it.
Yeah.
I would imagine that proof would be pretty darn high if you left it in for 21 years. It's probably not much in that barrel, and probably pretty high proof. I would be curious to ask somebody at Beam how much was lost, to evaporation, because that's key. Those hot Kentucky summers take it out.
Right.
So
well, they say like the Pappy, the 23 only has like a quarter barrel of that crazy. Left, and obviously why you pay a premium for that.
Right. All right, well, let's dive into it. Thanks for getting that research done for us, Brian. One thing I noticed when you poured these samples, that it was very fragrant. I could smell it from across the room.
Yeah, it's bold. It's got some good characteristics. I mean, you obviously get the oak you're going to on a 21-year-old bourbon, but it's not overwhelming. It's not It's not the main thing that you take in.
Yeah, there's different layers to it. So obviously oak comes to the forefront, but there is some sweetness to it. There's a little bit of fruitiness to it. I think it comes from that. If that rye spice is higher, I think it probably comes
you
from
definitely
that.
get the rye. I get the kind of a dark fruit type thing.
Yeah, there's a little leathery kind of thing to it too. That I really dig, and like a chocolatey, licoricey kind of thing.
I get leather, but I don't get earthy.
No,
sometimes I get those together.
Yeah, or can kind of mix those up or whatever.
But this is actually, the nose is pretty darn good.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying the nose. Hopefully the palate lives up to it. So on that note, let's go ahead and take a
try
taste.
this one.
Yeah. You really, I'm going to say something very obvious here. You really have to like oak. If you don't have a very high oak threshold, skip this one. Although we have had to film this twice, and you had said the first time around that people who don't have a high oak threshold probably aren't shopping for a 21-year-old
bottle. Yeah, so probably not going to be. They hadn't even thought about this.
Right. But one note that I was trying to dial in the first time that I didn't get there, and this has to come from the rye, is a really good cinnamon note to it that really kind of is attached to that oak note. That oak, for me, a lot of times when there is an older product, I don't think I've ever had anything this old before, but sometimes that oak can be bitter. This oak is not bitter.
Right. It's not bitter. It is drying.
Yes.
It comes in strong as far as baking spice or hotness to
Yeah.
it. So the rye spice, I think, shines through on it. The first time we tried it, I tried to swish it around a little bit, and it was going to burn, so I stopped. So it's pretty bold in that aspect, but I think it's died down a little bit since this is the second sip of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty good.
You know, it kind of misses for me the traditional, what I recognize as Knob Creek. If you told me that this was a wild turkey product, I'd probably believe you, because it does have that funky kind of spice to it.
Funky bite to it at the end.
Yeah.
Now I get a little bit of nut on it.
Just a hair.
Just a hair.
Yeah.
Which I don't get. People say that some people don't like bean because it's too nutty. And to me, like Knob Creek 12, I don't get a whole lot of nut on that.
Right.
Everybody will say that's all it is, but I don't. So it's a good amount of nut that tastes good.
Yeah.
It's just really well rounded.
Yes. Which is hard to imagine being a 21-year-old product, but I think a lot of times, you know, like what you kind of led in, that products this age and price usually are higher proof. It probably would be a little overdone if it was any higher proof.
Right, I think so too.
Maybe you could probably tick it up to maybe 105, 110, but beyond that,
Right.
it might just be a little too much.
Yeah. Like I said, the oak is strong on the palate.
Yes.
But it's not tangy. It's not, it's no funk to it. I'm not getting that. Like I said, at the tail end of it, you get that, like you said, the wild turkey.
Yeah.
But it's not got like an earthy feel to it. Where sometimes people don't like the oak because it's just got a weird taste to it.
Yeah. And I think that this would be a bottle, if I had it, it wouldn't be something that I would always be in the mood for. And it would also be one, I'll take out the price point being $250. I don't think I would want to kind of mindlessly sip on it, like watch a TV show and drink it.
But I don't think you could.
No, I don't think you could.
It really lights you. I think it's getting me more than you.
Yes.
It's really hot, spicy.
Yeah. I do feel it in the chest.
And
it's lingering in the chest.
If you're sitting there sipping and not thinking and just keep on going back at it, it's going to burn.
It's going to wake you up.
So this would be one. You're going to sit for a while.
Yeah, it's an attention getter.
Ponder on it. And think about it for not an hour, but maybe a half hour.
Sure. It's I have to say, going into it, what were your expectations? Because mine were that I wouldn't like it because it'd be too oaky, even though I like oak.
I assumed it was going to be too oaky.
And I don't think that.
Yeah, no, I don't at all.
Oak is there, but it's not overdone.
Yeah.
Not in the way that you think it would.
Now, we mentioned this, I don't think we mentioned it this time around, but like a licorice type smell on the nose.
Yes.
Not bold licorice, but you can just tell it's there.
It's there. And that might be that rye. That oak really being present, tied in with that rye.
Yeah, like I said, on the palate, and it does come in. It dries. It's drying, but it's bold and pronounced.
Yeah.
Which, what more do you want? The bourbon. That's kind of what you hope for. So
splitting hairs. I was expecting it to be a little more viscous, and maybe the proof being at 100. I still think 100 is higher proof to me.
I think the age on that brings the
viscosity down
just because it's sitting in the barrel for so long, and the oak kind of oil gets overbearing. I don't know. Yeah. I don't actually know how that works. But
we're enthusiasts. We're not experts.
Yeah.
So. All right. Well, that was a wonderful experience, and we want to again say thank you to our friend Ryan Puckett for loaning us this bottle. Extremely generous of you, man, and we really appreciate it. And enjoy it. So
we didn't really mention, like I said, for the money. $250 for the money.
Yeah,
it's salty. If that was in my wheelhouse and my budget, I would be pleased with this bottle.
Yeah, I'd be very happy.
I would have a hard time paying $250 for this. Any bottle, not necessarily just this bottle.
However, if I did pay $250, I'd be happy.
I'd not be upset. Yeah, and
I'd be like, "This is good."
Right.
So yeah. All right. Once again, thanks, Ryan. And we're going to close this episode the same way that we always do, and that is when you're with your family and your friends, always share your whiskey.